Alright, how's it going, everybody? Tropic here. And finally, we have Elden Ring. Came out about 4 days ago. I've been wanting to upload and all. I recently moved, so trying to get used to doing a new setup. Oh, listen to that. But yeah, it's finally here. Let's get started. Told myself I would start uploading right when this came out. Okay, so we got Vagabond, Warrior, Hero, Bandit, Astrologer, Prophet, Samurai, Prisoner, Confessor, and Wretch. I'm just gonna click on Vagabond for a second so we can see the stats. So Vagabond's high vigor, kind of got decent strength and dexterity, but no magic. Warrior's a little bit lower vigor. This is the character I played when I started the other day. Dual wielding sword, scimitars, small shield. That's about it. You get the hero who gets an axe. He's got some long flowing hair, decent shield. We got the high dexterity bandit, very high dex, about middle ground on other stats besides magic. Astrologer, a scholar who reads fate and the stars, heir to the school of glintstone sorcery. So this is basically your mage. At least that's what it seems like to me. 16 intelligence, low vigor. Kinda want to play it. Looks like he has a short sword. We have our prophet, a seer, ostracized for inauspicious prophecies, well versed in healing incantations. So this is like your cleric build, faith and all that. We got your samurai. I know a lot of faith stuff's around holy now. It's called holy. A capable fighter from the distant land reads, handy with a katana and longbow. Okay. So very good dexterity, decent vigor, low magic stats again. We have our prisoner, gets a rapier, caster, high intelligence, decent mind, I believe is your attunement slots in this, or kind of like your attunement slots and your faith point bar. Confessor, a church spy, adept at covert operations, equally adept with a sword as they are with incantations. So he's got high faith. Low intelligence but high faith, decent looking broadsword and shield, and then you got your normal deprive or wretch, a poor purposeless sod, naked as the day they were born, a nice club is all they have. So thinking it through a little bit, I want to use magic, but I'm not sure if I want to go rapier or like this broadsword type of thing. And we have the straight caster, which is 16 intelligence. I mean, we also have the faith build. So I'm kind of thrown up between the two. He gets a small shield, whereas the confessor here gets a pretty sizable shield, along with 14 faith, 9 intelligence. So I'm thrown at odds here, because I really don't want the small shield either, but I'm not going to be blocking as much with magic, so you know what? I think we're either going to try the confessor or the prisoner. I just feel like the confessor is going to have an easier time with the shield, and we could always jack his intelligence up if we have to. We're going prisoner. Fuck it. Okay, so sure. do keepsake, golden seed. So these are basically like your starting items. You have none, the Crimson Amber Medallion, which increases your maximum HP. It's kind of like a ring from the Dark Souls games, but they're called like talismans in this, I believe. Lands between rune, used to gain many runes. It's kind of like a soul packet or using souls in Dark Souls. Golden seed, kind of like your Estus Flask shard of the game. You got to find these around the map. They'll increase how many flasks you have. Your franged imped ashes, ashes of a small diminutive golems, ashes said to hold the spirits within. I'm not sure what that does. You got cracked pot. So in this game, you have cracked pots, which are kind of like your throwables, like your fire bombs from Dark Souls, but they're reusable. So you throw it, and the cracked pot comes back into your inventory. You'll see some of it. Stone Sword Key, there's places around the map you can use these. I haven't really done much with them yet. I've collected a few, but you got the Bewitching Branch, 5 sacred branches charged with beguiling power, said to ornate from demigod Maquila. Boiled Prawn, boosts physical damage negation, and Shabriri's Woe. A crazed likeness of a noble's whose eyes have been gouged out attracts enemies' aggression. So we're going to go with the Golden Seed. I feel as most people would. Let's see our template here. We'll just keep it basic. Let's change our hair. That's all I'm too worried about. Let's go with the suave. Facial hair. Gotta have facial hair when you're playing one of these. So we'll go full beard. Yeah, that's us. Okay. So yeah. So, oh yeah, we need a name. We'll do the classic. Just do my PlayStation name. Okay. So we'll get started with the intro video. And sorry for anything with the sounds. I'm going to try to adjust them as I put the videos out. Kind of give feedback. If you would, it would be appreciated. I know it's not going to be the best right now, but I'm going to work on it and get it there. I'm excited to do this playthrough, possibly many more if I try different builds out. I'd like to go back and finish Sekiro for the channel. I never finished playing it, and I regret not finished playing it. I have a few other games on my roster I'd like to get into too for the channel, The Witcher 3, and sorts like that. But here we go.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Othmere, the all-knowing. And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
Okay, let's get started. So again, I apologize for any sound if anybody skipped the beginning there. I'm going to try to work with it as these videos come out more. I'm not recording at my desk anymore because of how loud my PlayStation is. It picks up on my microphone too easily, so until I have a solution for that, we will be recording like this for now. Alright, so let's get started. Village remains. Tarnished Wizard Finger. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Used to write messages to other worlds. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm not on the internet. Hold on. Let me go online real quick. Okay, so now we're online. Or at least we should be online. Oh, what does this message say? Though the path be broken and uncertain, claim your place as Elden Lord. Go ahead. Door. My God, that was loud. Hang on. I'm trying to get these sound settings right, but I feel like it's like it's a win or lose situation. We'll go with that for now. Chapel of Anticipation. We got bloodstains every... Oh. So on my other save, the bloodstains weren't working for me. See ya. Tarnished Time for Joy. Left ahead. There's not a whole lot to find through this first area. Get some nice views of the tree over there. Oh, and we can jump. Behold message. We'll make our way into this first room here. So we got our shield. I'm not sure why we have a status effect when we pull it out. We take a look. Small metal round shield depicting a sinister rift. The antiquated charm that glares back at an enemy, it boosts focus. Skill is parry. Okay. We're getting about 66 damage negation, which is not the best. That hurt. What? Oh, that's weird. I'll eventually get down beating that first boss. We inside water? I don't remember hearing that before. And here we go, the actual start. We'll say the load times of this game kind of remind me of Bloodborne's original load times, like back when it came out.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all.
Reminds me of the scene in Bloodborne at the start.
One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Such a weird helmet. It's like we're into some BDSM shit. Same with the clothes, like, is our shirt tucked in, or is that just the way it's cut? Okay, so now we're going to start. We got our Flask of Crimson Tears and our Flask of Cerulean Tears. So both work like Dark Souls 3, where one heals your HP and one heals your FP. I haven't done much with FP in my other playthroughs, so we'll have to, you know, see how to balance everything from here. Sacred Flask molded after Golden Holy Chalice that was once graced by a tear of blessing. Filled with Cerulean Tears, this flask restores FP. Rest at the site of grace will replenish it. And pretty much the same thing with the other. So, this is the start. Not too much going on in here. Brave Tarnished, take the plunge of learning and remembrance. Recall the arts of war and your warrior's blood. Wait, can we go down there? I guess we could. I kind of want to see what's down here. Yeah, there's something down here. Legs. Okay, so I did not come down here. Resting at a site of grace, so this is pretty much your bonfire. So we'll rest here. Eventually you will, so you can pass time, you can adjust your flask, memorize spells, sort your chest. Eventually you'll have more options. Okay, so there are enemies down here. Just like in Sekiro, you can sneak up on people. Guarding. Try to spell action. Okay. dodging. Could have probably turned off the tutorial, but keep it up for anybody that wants to read it. Just pause. There we go. Pretty cool. Oh, we got a big shieldy boy. Okay, yeah. So we can wield our stuff in two hands if we want. Let's try to parry this guy. Come on. Are you not gonna attack? What is this guy doing? Why won't he attack? We'll just knock his shield back. Cycling targets with your lock. Easy enough. I don't know how comfortable I am with this Rapier's moveset yet, but... Oh, okay, so this is where that guy was. Skills. L2 to use a skill, uses FP. Okay, our skill is parry. Yep. So basically sneak around, sneak up on people. Do more damage when you're sneaking. That's a big tip. So if you can sneak up on people, it's worth doing. Kind of like how it was in Sekiro. Or how it will be, since I'm going to go back. Stance breaking. So some attacks break an enemy stance, giving you a chance to perform a critical hit. That boy got some health. Statues of Mara. Okay, so these are new. Upon dying, you will be revived at the last site of grace you visited. However, if there is a statue of Mara near where you died, you can choose to revive there instead. So these statues here, you can be revived anytime you have that little symbol below your stamina bar. That kind of looks like the statue. Soldier of God. Godric. Like a normal mob as a boss. Oh my god, not normal. God damn. Okay. I should have not needed the heal there. That was a lot easier than I made it to be. Oh, okay, we're back here. We got an item out of that. Strength gesture. Okay. Make our way through the main path. There's not a whole lot through here. Got another site of grace. Let's go ahead and get our flask back. So those stone sword keys from the where we picked our starting item, you can use them here. have one. However, it unlocks areas blocked by this white fog, I believe. Cooperative multiplayer. So, Finger Severer. And the Tarnished Fueled Finger. So, yeah, fingers are kind of a big theme in this game. Creates a summon sign for cooperative multiplayer and sends another or oneself home. A finger of corpse wax fueled like a hook. It is a relic of those who came before, left to help those who would come after. This phantom blade severs the link formed by a fueled finger, but the maidens scorn those who abuse its use. And then we got finger of corpse wax to emucate the bone is visible. It is a relic to those who came before, left to those who would come after. So yeah, fingers are like a big thing in this game, kind of like the blood in Bloodborne. Could have just called the game Fingerborn or something, but I could see why they wouldn't. Here we are. Limgrave. Oh, such a beautiful world. So you see like these streams of light, they kind of point you in a general direction of where you want to go. That's not to say where you have to go, but yeah. Grace exists to guide the tarnished and lead them along the proper path. Even now, some sites of grace retain the power. Their golden rays will guide you along the way. So it's kind of like a recommended path, like the path you got to go to progress the game. It's not where you should go, though. Use your map to check your current position as well as the terrain and surrounding structures. So yeah, there is a map in this game. Take a look at it here. We do not have the map yet, so we can only see bits.
Oh yes, tarnished are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity. Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me, Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, the path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
Oh, it's so ominous.
Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly, to Castle Stormvale, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted. It's time you set off, I should think, to Castle Stormvale on the cliff, where Grace would guide you. If you seek the Elden Ring, maidenless as you are.
Okay. So yeah, we got our first Grace here, and we can see the light pointing us this way. That there is a boss. And he is a boss I have not yet beaten on my account. So we're going to avoid him like the plague, and start making our way this way. Oh, so yeah, we got materials. We got Roa fruit. So basically these are crafting materials that you can find throughout the land. You can also got wildlife you can go and kill. And sometimes you will get materials from them. Look at the way that thing rolls. Like, that blew my mind when I seen it. They're like goats, but they roll. Okay, so let's make our way to this church here. Other things to mention, there is a day-night cycle. From what I could tell, nighttime doesn't do a whole lot different. It's just dark and kind of hard to see stuff. We got the Church of Ella. Go ahead and get our grace. You can instantly travel to sites of grace you've discovered. However, some dungeons and other areas where this cannot be done. So yeah, you can fast travel anywhere on the mainland unless you're in a dungeon. Let's go over here first. Strengthening armaments. At a smithing table, you can spend runes, smithing stones, and strengthen your armaments. Somewhere in the lands between, you meet a blacksmith who may make your armaments even stronger. So we got a smithing stone. Okay, so yeah, if we go get some souls and one more smithing stone, we could upgrade our rapier, which we may do. Not too sure yet.
You're a tarnished. I can see it. But I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods.
So this is our merchant, or one of our merchants. Sells a few things. We got some throwing daggers, a telescope, finger remedy. He's got a cracked pot, 3 of them actually. A crafting kit. This is what we're gonna pick up. Leather bag containing a pestle and mortar, small blade, and various other tools. Enables item crafting in the main menu. Provides both means to fight and means to survive. We'll go ahead and grab that. He also has cookbooks, which kind of give you more crafting recipes. And then Flask of Wondrous Physique and Waypoint Ruins. Go ahead and purchase that.
Goodbye. Nice to do business.
Containers. Okay, that was explaining the whole container thing. I'll go over more of that when I have to use one. So go in our inventory, we have this. Note, Flask of Wondrous Physique. Note imparting knowledge in brief. A Flask of Wondrous Physique still remains in the 3rd Church of Marika, north of Mistwood. Cross the highway bridge and follow the animal trail north. So we do want to go get that. That's kind of like an extra flask you get that can do different other effects. Look at our map. Does it show anything? No. So on the map, you'll see these little spots. Those actually unlock you the actual map, so we're going to go there before anything. And we'll come back and do this boss eventually. He is just tough as nails. I might have better luck with using magic to fight him. We also have a few dungeons around here I'd like to do pretty early. If we make our way, let's follow north. Well, northeast-ish. I want to go get that map. We'll head there first. Got the guy over here. Let's go get him. We need souls. We also have some Roa fruit. Okay, we're making our way there. Got a guy over here. Kukuri. Kind of like a throwing knife, I guess. Rune Fragments. So I'm not entirely too sure what you do with these. We have a couple of them here. Let's go ahead and collect them. So you can see Stormvale Castle's up that way, I believe. Yeah, up that way. So that's where we're going to be heading. Our map fragment is right around here somewhere. We can also get a couple items here. But we're going to loop this way. Towards that gate, there is a Site of Grace. We're going to go get real quick. Began raining. I believe it's always raining here. You can see the lights pointing to the Grace. I will probably call it bonfires multiple times through this playthrough, but there's no, I mean Grace. Okay, so if we rest here, we should get a little cutscene. And this is where we meet the maiden.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord.
Look at her eye. It's so badass.
Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the Tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree.
So we can accept or refuse her.
Then it's settled.
Of course, we gotta accept.
Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring.
Spectral Steed Whistle.
Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
So Torrent is the horse that we've seen in all the trailers. So now,
Shall I
if we
turn
want, we
your
could level up.
runes to strength? Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me. Your thoughts.
Okay, so we don't have
Your
enough to level up. We
ambitions.
need 811 runes.
The principles you would follow.
I do think I'm going to start with getting vigor and dexterity up a bit, and then we'll probably lean more into mind and intelligence. We got our flask, so we can add a charge with our golden seed we had, and increasing the amounts, kind of like using the Firekeeper souls. And well, I guess no. How did we upgrade our flask? Like use items to get more flasks, and then use items to make them stronger. So that's kind of what that is. You can allocate your charges. So we can do all of them to health, or 1 or 2. We're gonna keep 1 for FP and the 4 for HP. Oh, we stand up. She'll disappear. It is nighttime. We can now ride our horse. And we can set items to our menu. We're not gonna worry about that right now. Really no reason to. We're gonna start clearing this area out.